All right, what's going on, y'all?
What it do?
It's Mrs. Macion here,
Mr. Macion.
and
Young Mir sleep, guys, so
yeah, he's
he's taking a nap right now.
we let him take a little snooze right now. He had a long, exciting, eventful day, weekend so far. So
Yeah. Blessings.
blessings to y'all. Okay, so we are coming to y'all in front of the camera right now because we know a lot of y'all have been asking and wondering, what is Macion? What is it all about? Like, we never even heard of it, so we're gonna break it down for you during this vlog.
Yeah, because I say it all the time.
So
Welcome to Macion.
welcome to Macion.
Who says it better? I'm gonna go again.
Drop a comment.
I'm gonna go again. Welcome to Macion.
Welcome to Macion.
Hey, I got that seducing. I got that seductiveness. You know what I'm saying? That's what Macion is. Macion is that. It's that.
I think I got it better. I think I got that on you. Anyways, I love you, babe. Okay, so first off, Macion is a brand that we created.
Yes, it's not our last name.
No, it's not our last name.
It's just a name that we've created and we've just
for our family empire.
Yes, from now and to come, down the road, this is a thing that's going to go on until the end of time. We're going to put it in wills that the name can't be changed, the businesses can't be sold. You know what I'm saying? We're going to make this thing last forever.
Yes.
We already grooming young Mir, to be able to, take on everything that we're putting together. Stuff, we're thinking about businesses and ideas and things that, guys, that we are okay with starting now and knowing that 30 years from now, young Mir, our son, and our children to come will be proud to say that they are the owners of Macion. They are of any business brand that we decide to go with. They'll be happy to say that they own that. It's not nothing going to be cheesy where it's like, Mom, Dad, I'm 35. I don't want to own a business dealing with, hair bunnies, for, who knows, what I'm saying? Something corny that a 35-year-old person wouldn't want to do in business, that got a bag, you know what I'm saying? So, we're thinking about all things like that, and yeah.
Yeah. So our statement behind our brand is living in a luxury frame of mind.
That's all it is. That's all Macion is.
And that's
it's creating a mansion in your mind.
So it's for us, we feel like we've always lived in a luxury frame of mind. Like, even growing up, how you have dreams and aspirations and everything, like, what do I want to be when I grow up, and so on and so forth. But we always had that. For me personally, so I'm going to speak from a personal standpoint, I never knew quite exactly what I wanted to do as far as a profession growing up, but I knew I wanted to be successful. Point blank, period.
I just wanna be successful.
That's my theme song.
Hey, shout out to
Drake.
Hey man.
Gotta put you on. Like, that song is
Toronto's very own.
Yeah, it's everything for real. Like, literally all those words in that song, it says it all. And for our statement, that pretty much says it all too. Is living in a luxury frame of mind. So it's thinking luxury, living luxury,
having luxury, buying in luxury.
And it's not to say that, if you don't have those things, that you're any less.
Right.
right?
It's a
'Cause you
mind
have to-
frame.
It's
It's not about your materialistics. It's not about
Yeah.
your money. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
you can have a broke person that thinks way better, for themselves, than a person with $1 million in the bank. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So it's about how you use this to gain your Macion for life. Macion is like Macion is really the word that we use for success.
Yeah.
Success means anything and everything to somebody. You know what I mean? So you have to think about, okay, what does success mean to you? Success means to me something different than it means to my wife.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't sit here and say that your success and my success is just is levels to this.
Exactly.
So what we decided to pretty much deem our success, the name, instead of calling it success, is just Macion. It's a way of it's just how we're living, it's how we're moving, it's how we're breathing, it's how we're eating, it's how we're driving, it's how we're living in our homes, it's how we're going on vacations, how we're renting properties, how we're starting businesses. It's all of these, what we want to have our children go to school for. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, what type of education do we want for their, you know what I mean? Things of that sort. We're thinking about all these things, assets, guys, how to be able to take
generational wealth.
You see what I'm saying? How to take $1 million in my bank account and put it to good use. You feel me? Instead of just letting the bank take it and make 10 times profit off of my money when they only really giving me pennies on a dollar. Or I could take that $1 million and buy, genuine art, genuine artifacts or just things that's going to accrue in value. You know what I'm saying? That's all it comes down to is knowing how to use this for your success. Whatever your success is in life, or what you want it to look like, or what you want it to be, your journey. You know what I mean?
And that's what we want to teach our son. As well as, Lord's willing, our children to come. Like, we want to teach, that having that luxury frame of mind and what life is really all about, in terms of wanting more and wanting better for yourself. And going back on what I was saying as far as my personal, view on it and me being successful is the successfulness is the success that grows. You know what I mean? It doesn't just stay still. You know what I mean? It doesn't just, okay, I'm happy once I complete this. It has to keep going. It has to keep growing, not just for myself, you know what I mean, as an adult, but for my children. So that's, pretty much my spin on it. And I mean, we came up with the name, like, we pretty much took two words to be frank and put them together.
Yeah. And pretty much what that was the one thing that a lot of people should want, maybe not want, but really don't care about. But I always, growing up, dreamt to live in and have a mansion, like an estate, a nice size, home on acreage. You know what I mean? For myself and my family. So we took the word mansion and we added in the word Masons. So Masons and the Eastern Stars, people with
and it's an elite community, because we don't want to we're not part of the Masons or any of that, Eastern Stars. So we don't want to really tap into that because we don't really know facts. We just know a little bit. But
I do, I did have family that was in both, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And, just understanding, what they had to go through to become, a part of these organizations and, mm-hmm. What they stood by and stood on, this had to be working for you if you was a part of those type of organizations, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. In a good way, it was, so, we took mansion and Masons,
mm-hmm. Put them together because it was a luxury and you had to be in a certain, like you said, frame of mind, and you had to be in an elite, frame of mind. Like, you had to set yourself apart from everybody else.
Yeah.
And think differently, think outside the box. That's where he comes into play with thinking out. He's always thinking outside of the box. That's one of the things that just continues to just what's the word I'm looking for? Like it not even draws me to him, but it's it's captivating.
I push. Mm-hmm. I'm the type of person, if I had $30 million in the bank, I'm gonna turn that 30 million into 60 million, 60 million into 90 million.
You know what I'm saying? Try.
We're gonna try. You know what I'm saying? Like,
he's always telling me like, "There's no harm, just try it." Just you know what I mean? But yeah, you're gonna have your trials and tribulations, which is we are not
anything better than anybody.
Yes, not perfect by far.
Trust.
Nor are we trying to convey that any way. We've definitely been through some stuff financially and emotionally, personally, to get us to this mindset. Like now
together, together and individually.
Yes. So we're like we have to change the game. Like that's just what we're on right now. That's what Macion to me is all about. That's why it was created most recently. This year. We've been thinking about it. We've been kind of playing on the name and all that stuff for a while, but we officially created that and put a stamp on it because it's now or never. To change the game, and you have to be different. You have to set yourself apart from everybody.
And we're still young. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We're still young. When we first met, we were 18 and 19. You know what I mean? And now, we you know what I'm saying, from teen, we grew together, you know what I'm saying?
Now in our 30s,
you know what I'm saying, like, it's game time, and now we have, young Mir, we have our son, you know what I mean, we're looking for the future to try to have a daughter, you know what I mean, because I need my girl, you know what I'm saying, mom has her boy, I need my girl, so it's, we're going to look to God for that one, you know what I mean?
Whatever he blesses us with.
Yeah, we're going to be happy,
Yeah, but we like...
Yeah.
Boy,
gotta
balance it out real quick. I need my chick too. He needs his girl. I need my chick. I need my
baby.
I need it not to be two against one. Like I need, it even. Even it out the odds.
Yeah. But yeah, we for right now we gotta do it for young Mir. You know what I mean? At his age, 6 years old, he's been around and been he's seen. He's traveled. He's eaten. We've been creating Macion for him since he was born.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
He's traveled. He's traveled more than we
out of the country.
Traveled. At his age,
on cruises.
growing up,
planes. You know what I'm saying.
It's truly a blessing to be. But
it's all God. But and that's on us and our tribe. That's helping us to to build young Mir into who he is. But that's what we want. Our son is the real meaning of Macion. In a nutshell, you know what I'm saying? Like if you talk to our son, you see our son, you know what I'm saying? I talk to his teachers, whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Get a glimpse of
into who he is and how he thinks. You can ask my son, you can ask our son right now, real talk. What kind of cars would you like to have? He's going to tell you, I want a Jeep and I want a Lamborghini. He's 6. You know what I'm saying? He's 6. You know what I mean? And guess what? I'm going to push him to it.
Yeah. You can have anything. The whole thing, you can have anything you want in this world.
You just got to work. You got to bust your butt. You got to work your hardest.
You got to work towards it. You got to have, first, it starts with the mind. It starts with the way you think. Everything starts with the way you think. So in terms of confidence, in terms of wanting something, you know what I mean? Having dreams, aspirations, it starts with the way you think. So we are already instilling, I guess, or we have already instilled that in him.
Yeah, he's already thinking and moving like Macion. Mm-hmm. That's Macion. Our son is Macion. Mm-hmm. Macion is real. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That Macion is real. You feel me? You know what I mean? That's all I can say is looking at my son now, looking at our son now, you know what I mean? Just interacting with him and, the way he talks, the way he walks, the way he thinks, you know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes he be more of a boss than me for real. You know what I mean? You know, he, you know what I'm saying? He's 6, but he's almost 16 for real in his mind. You know what I mean? Like,
says he's going, like he's been here before. He has such
yeah.
a mature way of thinking
Yes.
in a sense. Not a
Yes.
you know people say, you know, you've been here before. You have an old soul.
Yeah.
That's the phrase. But it's just not even just the old soul. It's just he's just very mature. He picks up on stuff very quickly, and he adapts, and he's able to kind of recreate it for himself. Like he's like,
yeah,
you know,
he's Macion.
he said, yeah,
Macion is real.
mm-hmm.
We see it through him. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? You know, it's us, the way we thinking, spewing off to him. You know what I mean? And you know, like, we'll be places and he'll be like, Dad, let's go buy some gold. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I was 6 years old, I wasn't asking nobody to let's go buy some gold. It was candy, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But he has an infatuation for certain things. You know what I'm saying? Like, the other night we was watching antique cards being sold, and he was looking at antique cards. He's 6, it's 2020. He's looking at stuff from 1950s, and he's thinking it's cool. He's thinking like, yeah, you know,
Wow.
yeah, we can buy that. Oh, that's nice, cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah, son. You buy that, you hold on to it. That becomes an antique asset. You know what I'm saying? You buy it for $15,000 now. You know what I mean? 10 years later, you probably can sell it for $20,000. You know what I mean? You know, you just holding it for that long, you made money. You know what I mean? You know, you just gotta pay for somewhere for you to be able to store it. But guess what? It's Macion. I've already thought of all of these things. You know what I'm saying? I've already thought about, you know, garage hangers. You know what I'm saying? Where we can put anything and everything that we desire, you know what I mean, under a lock, you know, key, you know, building frame, you know, with high-tech security and all that stuff. I've been thinking, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, for real, it's a blessing all the way around, because just to piggyback a little bit on what he was saying, like getting into what we're trying to do in the future, like, just stay tuned, stick around for this journey of ours, because we cannot wait we personally, myself, you know what I mean, can't wait to get to that point, because I know it's coming. You know what I mean? Like, my mind is already made up about it. You know, it's coming, and it's coming soon. And, you know, through God's grace, of course, you know what I mean, everything happens on his time, and everything happens at his will. But, you know, we know, and that's one thing we believe in too. God he wants the best for everybody. You know what I mean? So you got to believe that, you know.
You got to believe that you want the best for yourself.
You got to believe that you want the best for yourself. Like, you got to want it. You know what I mean? You got to want it. But, you know, just stay tuned and stick around. Just like, we're inviting you into our lives at this moment, and that's like I said, the blessing part of doing vlogs. You know what I mean? And you know, using it as a platform for our brand, and you know, just bringing the attention and awareness to our, you know, to our lives and to ourselves or whatever. And we just want to invite you in, because we about to change the game. Like I said, you know, it's about to be legit. And as you can tell, we are young. We got together young, and we're still growing. You know, as married couples, you know, as a young married couple, we got married young, and we are minorities. You know what I mean? So, and that's, you know,
man, look,
for that says enough.
Yeah.
I'm wanting more.
I'm gonna let y'all look. Just sing the Macion song.
Oh gosh, I don't know if my voice is ready. Okay.
And tell me, guys, if this song does not say Macion.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just listen to the words. Listen to the song. This is me and her. You know, me and my wife. This is what we've thought about and created as a song. You know, that shares the meaning for us of what Macion is in the song. You know.
We're on the verge of a breakthrough, making our way to the top. Building an empire's what we do.
Macion.
And we won't stop. Nothing is in our way. We made it this far in life. We know that God's on our side. And we can do anything through Christ.
Man, y'all playing around, man.
Welcome to the Macion family.
Man, y'all playing around, man. Man, watch this. Man. Hey, look,
Okay,
look. Just look to the future, and anything that says Macion, Macion.
Yeah.
And our lion.
Macion. Spell it Amacion. We want to make it stick. Like,
you know what I'm saying? Like, cause
as
we gonna make it stick. It's gonna be a household name like Nabisco. You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh,
you know, yeah, I'm doing it. We doing it. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna do it. You know what I'm saying?
And look, I just want to just mention real quick. I'm not a singer by no means. Okay, like my voice ain't that. It ain't that vicious. So,
but that thing just came out though.
It's decent. It's decent. I come from a family of singers actually. So a lot of family members can actually really blow. But anyway, so I got it in me, something slight. But I'm not trying to. Don't be trying to sign me. You know what I mean? Like, don't be trying to hit us up in our comments and stuff like, girl. No, but yeah. I mean, I hope we were able to clarify some things for people who were wondering and asking. You pretty much get it, but like I said, at the end of the day, stay tuned because we're going to show you exactly. We can show you better than we can tell you. Yeah. You know what Macion is all about. And
on that note, we've told you what Macion means to us. Think about this video. Listen to the video again and again and again if you have to, you know, and really think about what we're saying. And then in the comments below, I want you to say, Macion is this to me. What does Macion mean to you?
Yeah. Before we close out, I just want to mention something real quick. So I don't even know. I'm not going to get emotional. I told myself I'm trying not to. But over this weekend, while we've been working on building our brand and working hard and just being busy, especially during this COVID time. It's just crazy out here. I know it's just crazy, y'all. But please stay safe. This COVID thing is no joke. It has hit home to me tremendously. And as we're talking about our dreams and aspirations and us building our brand and what we're trying to do, I just want to mention a very important leading lady in my life has gained her angel wings and is no longer with us as of recently, like very recently. And due to COVID-19. And I just want to say she was one of the reasons why I call her one of my leading ladies. It's her, it's my mom, it's my aunt, these three ladies who have guided me throughout my whole life. And then there's other women in my life that inspire me as well. But this one in particular I'm talking about is my grandmother. And every time I talk to her, every time we talk to her, over since we've been together, and even before that, for me personally, she's always believed in my dreams. Like, always. She was a big goal setter and dreamer herself. And she's accomplished, a couple of her goals and her dreams. It may have been a little bit later in life, but like, she was always the one like pushing for us as me and him, us meaning me and him as a couple and individually to
go do it,
to go for it, to push for it. Like I just can't even explain the biggest supporter of us fighting for what we believe in and of us pushing for our dreams. You know what I mean? Pushing to accomplish our goals and pushing for our dreams to come true. Like the biggest supporter. So, I love you so much. We love y'all. Love you. I'm talking to my grandmother. my mama, aka Gigi, and you know, I know she'll be looking down on us, especially once we make it, you know, to where we want to go. Like she'll be looking down on us, and she'll be so proud. Um, at the end of the day, like it's just more motivation for me, you know, like
You only live once.
you only live once. You gotta live smart, right? You gotta live safe, but you also gotta live outside of the box. It's a complicated way of explaining that, and it's a complicated world, but it's so important. Like you really do have to. It's all about that frame of mind. It all starts with what you think and how you feel. I mean, what you think and what you do. Okay.
Chase your peace, chase your happiness, chase your success, chase Macion.
Yeah. So
Chase that.
at the end of the day, I'm personally on this journey to do it for her, for my grandmother, as well as my family, as well as my future, our son and our future children, like the future.
Yeah, I feel you. It's even for me, like I've lost so many people this year. You know what I'm saying? Like hearing about this, hearing about that person. You know what I'm saying? Like family members. You know what I mean? Like it's crazy. Like one minute you saying what's up to somebody, and then a week later they gone. You know what I'm saying? Like you hear about hearing about people, family beating cancer and then gone by COVID. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Her grandmother, you know what I mean? Like, shoot, be honest, I had the joint. You know what I'm saying? Our son, he had the joint. You know what I'm saying? He had the vid.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, my bad. He had COVID. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, like real talk, like this is real, and it affects each and every one of us differently. And that's why it's so tricky.
Scary, yeah.
That's why it's so scary. You know what I'm saying?
I don't want to say scary. Yeah, because I've preached to my mother on plenty of times. Like we don't want to say that we're scared because we don't need to fear nobody but the higher power.
Exactly.
Like at the end of the day.
Exactly.
But this thing is something not to be taken lightly.
Yeah.
It's something to be taken seriously. But you at the same time, don't be stagnant. You know what I mean? Don't be stuck and don't be fearful to the point where you don't want to continue to move forward and do better and do things and make things happen for yourself.
Right.
Like, it's a balance.
Right.
It really is. Like, life is all a balance. You got to find that balance, and you gotta
fight. You gotta fight.
You gotta push. Yeah, fight and push through it. Like it's no joke. Thankfully, they made it through. My son and my husband, they made it through COVID. They beat it. And they did their whole isolation and everything. We're even isolating ourselves still. You know what I mean? Like we're still trying to just continue to stay safe. And but we just pray for all of those who we pray for all of those who are still battling with COVID and still fighting it and still just stay strong. And us, I mean, like that saying goes back to that saying, was it united we stand?
Yeah.
Point blank period. United we stand. So when you unite with different forces, like you become more sustainable. At the end of the day. So but yeah, we pray for all of y'all. We love y'all again. We thank you again for viewing our vlogs. We thank you for subscribing. We thank you for following us on this journey. We thank you for the love, the support, and yeah.
This is Macion.
This is Macion. I got you. I got you on that. No matter what, you're not gonna catch me off guard with that. I make sure I got my,
But
I'm
yeah,
ready.
But yeah. So we've been working on this intro video. You know what I'm saying? And this is our first one. We did it ourselves, guys. We shot it ourselves. We edited it ourselves. We thought of the content ourselves. You know what I mean? Young Mir had a big part into this. You know what I'm saying? To be 6 years old and just to be able to follow lead, and also, give his opinion and, just, he's doing a lot to be 6 years old, guys. Good, he's good in school, everything, man. You know what I'm saying? So big ups to young Mir, man. Big ups to young Mir. Big ups to Mrs. Macion, and you already know. Big ups to your big
Can we
boss.
disclose our real names?
No,
because we're continuing with the brand.
Yeah, y'all need to know my name.
Yeah, we don't want. Yeah, we won't let y'all know our government name. If
Nah.
you know us, you already know our name.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So, and if you don't know us, you gonna know us as
Mr. and Mrs. Macion and young Mir.
Maybe later on. We've couple of videos we probably mentioned our names or whatever.
Yeah,
so
but that's up to you. That's up to you to watch the videos all the way through.
And you might come up with a little question. What are our real names? Like, what is Mrs. Macion's real name? What is Mr. Macion's real name? What is Young Mir's real name?
Because if you know it, then you know me. If you know it, you know her.
You know what I'm
saying?
cheating.
Like, not even if they know us. Just if they've been watching our vlogs, if you've been following us, you might really know our real name. If you
at least know what the letter. The first letter
if you follow us on IG, IG, you can follow me at IG at Mr. Macion. And you can follow her at Mrs. Macion.
MRI. Oh, MRS. We're going to edit that out. Mrs. Macion. MRS. Yes, you better.
Nah, man.
Macion. I do know how to spell, okay?
She going through some things.
Listen. And then education is my background, okay? I'm a preschool teacher, so I do know how to spell. Don't. You better. I'm not at all. No. I've been on that road. Well, you gotta live, laugh, and love at the end of the day. So.
Oh yeah, and also on IG at the Macion Family.
Yes.
And then also on IG at Macion Empire.
Yes.
So we're gonna throw that all up, man. You know what I'm saying?
That's what we gotta do. We gotta put it up, and then our Facebook and our YouTube page. The
YouTube pages to come, all that, man.
We're gonna give you all the info so you can share it with your friend. They can share it with their friend, and then that friend can share it with the other friend, cousin, auntie.
Because we about to have a whole boatload of businesses that y'all can all go to. It ain't just about to be YouTube, guys. It's not just about to be YouTube. So we want to take y'all on this journey with us. That's why we love what YouTube is bringing to the table. It's allowing us to be able to. We don't really care about the money for real. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, it's a good perk. It's a benefit of your hard work. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But we don't really trip about it.
And it's a way to actually sit back, like, once we get to a certain part in our lives, we could look back on this and reminisce and be like, wow, like
look at the growth.
Look at the growth.
We look. In 2020 we said this, or in 2021 we said this.
Yeah.
It's now 2030, and we looking back on what we said in 2021. You know what I mean? Like that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why even for my IG and my Facebook, I use it as a timeline for real. You know what I mean? I don't be posting a whole bunch of stuff. You know what I'm saying? I post things about me and our family, and
I definitely don't
it's
a lot.
You know what I mean? So it's
I'm trying to get better though.
But when it comes down to Macion, just know that if you see Macion, Macion, as well as our lion head, no matter.
Should we talk about a little bit, just a smidgen about the lion, where that came from?
Oh man, nah. It could be another one. Okay. Maybe another one.
But the lion is basically part of our logo.
Yes.
That's it.
Yes.
It's just like the brand, the lion is a logo.
It's just like Nike is Nike, the word, and then Nike is Nike with the check. That's it.
Yeah, it's not really a true story behind that one, like Macion is. It's just we like the lion because it
embodies the significance of what we think Macion is.
Yeah.
In a animal.
Which is like king of the. They call it king of the jungle, but they really from.
Yeah, they really out in the safaris and the deserts and they're the kings of the jungle. That's a gorilla. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But they are kings. The lion. That's what they represent. And that's king, queen, prince.
Yeah, y'all seen the Lion King.
Royal.
Y'all seen the Lion King.
Luxury.
Y'all seen the Lion King.
Yeah, there's.
Yeah. Watch
All
the
that.
Lion King and it'll tell you what Macion is.
And the African pride.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
You know.
She
ancestors.
You know what I'm saying? She from Nigeria for real.
So I did ancestry, right, and the results came out that I am mostly Nigerian, which is really cool. And then right after that, Cameroon. I can get all into it, but I was very excited and surprised to find all that out. I just knew I always had a Latin, some Latin in me, because I don't know. But anyway, so I'm everything.
Yeah.
I'm every woman.
She's beautiful. Hey, but look, check out the intro video up next. Like,
That's right.
comment,
stay tuned for that video.
Share. Let us know what y'all really think about it, for real. You know what I mean? Like I said, we did it all ourselves. You know what I mean? We didn't have no fancy photography equipment. It was off of our phone. Real talk.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
And just off of what we thought of. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
we got GoPros and stuff like
content.
that, but we wanted to just, we wanted to just,
Yeah, we're trying it out, and we have that much confidence in ourselves that, hey, we're going to make this joint look. That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
That comfort.
Yeah, that comfort. Yeah, that Macion. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, here you go.
All right. Hope you enjoy.